In this video, we're going to discuss the basic components of logical arguments and how to best represent them using a graphical representation of argument, or a GRA. The three main components of any logical argument are the claim, data, and warrants. The claim is the conclusion or statement that you are trying to make. This is the focus of your paper. This is what you want your reader to walk away with. For instance, suppose we're writing a paper about what the worst soda is, and we have data that supports the idea that Buzz Cola is the worst soda. So our claim, the entire focus of our paper, might be that Buzz is the worst soda. Now, of course, I can't just make this statement. I need to have some sort of support, some sort of evidence, some grounds for making this claim. Those are my data. So, for example, perhaps I determined that Buzz Cola is 15% weight for weight sugar. So this is extremely sugary, lots of sugar, largest concentration of sugar. And I'd like to make my claim based on this. In order to support that claim, I'll need to bring warrants, which are statements that link my claim and these data. Such warrants might be how the sugar concentration was calculated, a statement about the precision or accuracy in that value, and a link between sugar concentration and deleterious nature of the drink. As your logical arguments get more and more elaborate, outlining them using a graphical representation of argument, or GRA, will not only save you time, but also help to make sure you have the most well-reasoned and organized argument possible. So starting with our data and our claim, we intend to argue that Buzz is the worst soda, and we're doing this based on the data that Buzz is 15% by mass sugar. One warrant that we might use is to look at the standard curve that we used for calculating our sugar concentration and say that because R squared is so large, that method is reliable. Here we've added another two warrants. One is discussing the standard addition curves that were used to determine the percent sugar, and the third is the percent sugar, or the concentration of sugar in Buzz, is more than 10% higher than the rest. Now, I've done this without any concern for what order that they would go in, and when I actually write the paper, I might decide that the first thing that I would write is the claim, and then after that, I'm going to bring all of the other warrants in an order that makes sense to me. Check out the next video where we discuss other components of logical arguments that help to make a more elaborate and more elegant argument.